Hello! Oh, I forgot to A, have the game up, and B, have it picked up. Hello! Oh god! I'm also making mistakes.
I forgot to...
which one? There we go. Ah! Horrible things have happened. Horrible, disgusting things have happened. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Hey, you want to see a thing? You want to see a thing real quick? Hello! Ricardo, how are you doing? So I'm working on a thing, right? I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. Alright? There you go. There you go. Sneak peek of the thumbnail that I'll be using for the Final Fantasy playthrough. I put a lot of work into it. I'm quite happy with how it's turned out so far. So we'll just leave that up for a minute while I pull up Rogue Trader real quick. You know what the hardest part about these thumbnails is, actually? The hardest part of all the thumbnails that I've been doing lately is finding a font that is similar to the logo font of the games. That is so goddamn difficult. I hate it. Why are we not? There we go. Interesting. Wait, why is my multi-chat not playing? Hold up now. You. What's going on here? Oh, because I don't have it. Oh my god. I need to start turning these on auto activate because this shit is really annoying. All right. Let us test. Let us test. Let us make sure that everything is working the way that it's supposed to. Yeah, no. Okay, and yes, okay. It's up, it's running. Okay, so yesterday we did a whole bunch of stuff. Primarily, we cleared Abelard's name and his family name, right? We did that. And also, I leveled up Square. We did do that. And I also we re-recruited the only black man that ever existed in Warhammer. The Dogman. This is true. I am very surprised that we were not forced to bring this guy with us. I'm very surprised that we weren't forced to bring Heinrichs with us. But I completely forgotten about him until yesterday. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much where I'm at too. I don't really pay too much attention to him because I just... Like, he's an interesting character, but I just don't really feel like dealing with him and the dog. Which is weird, because I don't have that issue with Adira and her fucking, and her Raven, right? Alright. First off, gotta loot. Oh, we can't use that. Who are you? Salutatory functionality initiated. Glory to House von Valancius. Trade terminal, blah, blah, blah. Property of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Explorator, Cognizance Fleet. Ready to process incoming requests. 8 requests. Glory to the Omnissiah. I'd like to make a deal. Failed to parse request. Are you seeking to access the trading interface? Glory to the Omnissiah. Requesting access to the trading interface. Alright, we got a couple more. Hell yeah. What is Elder Flow? Oh, it's useless to us. The first attack during the first round of combat costs 0 AP. One of the wearer attacks an enemy and triggers an exploit with this attack. The triggered effect is calculated as if the enemy had a +1, had 1 additional. Okay. Oh my god, we actually have one. We actually found one of the. Holy shit, there's actually one of these. They exist. Imagine. This weapon ignores the target's armor and deflection. This weapon has an extra attack action, which increases armor pen of all subsequent attacks made against the same target by +10 for 1 round. Stacks. Weapon becomes the least priority target as long as they have no enemies or allies adjacent. Are you adjusting the land of the living? Pretty good for the most part. Pretty good. Oh, clarification. So yesterday I was like, I don't have to work Sunday, so I go later tonight. That was a lie. That's next week. I somehow thought that it was already next Saturday. So I could have actually gone later yesterday, but I thought I worked, and I found out that I didn't work when I got to work this morning and tried to clock in, and it told me, you're not scheduled today, you dumbass. Deadeye shots ignore cover and have 30% dodge reduction. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, so we have... Wait, what? Whenever the universe where it uses Carnival... What the fuck is Carnival of Misery? Execution makes an attack... Oh, it's that one! What kind of magic do you guys have at Walmart? I don't know. What do you mean? Just the fact that I'm able to, Wait. Oh, to check in? It's an app on my phone. It's an app. It has my schedule. It tells me, you know, it has a whole bunch of info. It keeps track of, you know, how much money I make, how much money I have made, how much, you know, all my bonuses and everything. And yeah, they send out the schedule through the app. And that is what I've seen. 30 to 35 is good. I'm getting rid of that elite chainsword. I don't know why I still have that. What's overcharge again? Immediately heals to full wounds, even if it has 0. The immobilized, prone, and stun effects are removed from it. The overseer's next 3 abilities cost 1 AP. Oh. Wait, this makes it so that you can just repeatedly use overcharge? Interesting. What do we have on you? Target. If the wearer's target is suffering from bleeding, ability attacks deal additional 2% damage for each point of the target's agility bonus. Agility bonus. Wait, so that's not even a full 10%. Right? No, that's... Wait. What is it? 2% damage for each point of the agility bonus. No, so that would be 18%. 18% extra damage. I think that's probably better than the Carnival of Misery one, because I almost never use that anyway. Man, I want to use this on him. I need to get into a fight, because I want to actually see what that lethality percent actually does. Unwilling to die, the bar patrons made their last stand right here. What? Who are you? Identification request accepted. Acceptable response found. Hear and heed. This unit's identifier is blah, blah, blah. Designated purpose. Processing trade and information requests and offers made to the Adeptus Mechanicus Explorer Cognizance Fleet. State your request. Glory to the Messiah. Where's Opticon 22? Information request accepted. Acceptable response found. Hear and heed. The unit Logis Opticon 22 is instructed to leave the location of Footfall and head to the strategic location Euphrates 2 in order to provide support to the Explorer's Cognizant Fleet. Work Plaguers? For sure. After standard rites were performed on trade terminal blah 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 blah, it was deemed an adequate functional replacement and received the blessing to process requests at the location Footfall. State your request. Glory to the Messiah. Okay, I must take my leave. I don't think either of the other two are actually going to lead to anything. Huh? Well, Shireen, what do we have here? A cowardly ashbag who wants to get his paws on my certificate without even working up a sweat. Considering the circumstances currently affecting Footfall, the only fitting place this filth could be hiding is in the sewers. A nasty spot with a powerful whiff about it, that is true. But I swear to you, Shireen, you won't come up with a better trap for Falco. I know these tunnels like the back of my hand. And the most delicious part of all is that the ashbag chose to go in there. You'll wish he hadn't. Of course, that's only if the as he don't mess things up for us and everything goes to plan. If it doesn't, my gang are dead. Don't believe a word she said. Yeah. I believe I believe that she cares about her fucking gang. Killed her? No. I did break up with her though. I did break up with her. I didn't kill her. Perhaps I should just give him the Mercatum Tabula Official. Falco's not a complete idiot. You won't risk such a valuable payoff. He'll hold up his end of the deal and give me Tora and the others. She stole a planet from you? She finessed a planet from me and she gave it back, actually. She did give it back. We broke up. So the only thing that she got, the only permanent thing that she there was a cutscene where we talked in my bedroom. And yeah, she gave back all the stuff that she took from me, or that I gave her, basically. The only thing that she still has that she benefited from our relationship is this basically like merchant license, which whatever. If it doesn't, my gang are dead. Blah, 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 blah. One wrong move, one wrong word. Throwing damn that ash bag. Why is everything so difficult? Perhaps I should just get. Oh yeah, I already read that. Explain your plan. The gist is that we need to go down into the sewer tunnels with Footfall, connect a tank of sleeping gas to the old ventilation system, and direct the airflow to Falco's hideout. And of course, pray to the Exalted One that the Ashbag's shackles don't spot us. It's true, Shireen. It's going to be a little trickier than it seems. Falco is desperate, so he's bound to have his thugs patrolling the tunnels. And if we go crashing around down there, he'll know something is afoot. And when Falco's feeling jumpy, heads roll. Are we going to get a tank of sleeping gas? What did you take me for? I already have it. Don't worry. I have everything covered. How do we get there? Most of the passages have been sealed off by Corda's hounds. How you know this, I don't comprehend, but whatever. But there is one they definitely haven't got to. Time to pay a visit to Octi and the Adeptus Masochus, Shireen. Alright, time to go. To the Amassicus we go, Shireen. Or do you have other pressing business to handle on the way there? I mean, yeah, I have to meet the fucking... What do you mean, do I have pressing business? Woman! The whole reason that we're actually here...
Caligos' winter scale has fallen. I never thought I'd live to see this day. He seemed indestructible. Practically immortal.
No one is immortal, Seneschal. The Undying One whispers everyone's name in the end.
She definitely can be, yes. So where's the Adeptus Amassicus that we're supposed to be looking for? So we have hangings, we have crucifixions. Incinerations. Dismemberments. Did you do Jai's thing already then? No, we literally just got here. I have moved from here to here thus far into Footfall. But hello, Jello. Howdy, howdy. Anver. Oh, these are the... Okay, good. Fuck these guys. We're gonna squeeze them all. Every pesky little transgressor, every pesky little heretic. Oh, yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, she stopped us, like, right here. We talked about it. And, yeah, I am heading to the Amassicus, whatever the fuck. Sticky massive charred, partially incinerated corpses smolders under the weight of fresh bodies. Yeah, once you get to the... Yep.
With each step...
Who are they burning? Oh, these aren't alive people. These are dead.
The stars.
They're all Anvers, the gang that was here before. Apparently, we didn't get them all, and these are the leftovers. They probably should have just let us kill them, because we wouldn't have fucking... At least we would... At least if I killed them, I would have just shot them in the head. I wouldn't have fucking crucified them. So I don't remember where the fuck the...
My pleasure.
35 and wait, 35 willpower and agility and 100% maximum movements at the start. I'm not entirely sure how good the step into the abyss one is. I'm gonna keep this one. I'm not gonna immediately cargo it. I'm gonna keep it. Strangely enough, I'm getting a lot of fucking what's the operator? What are you again? Overseer, not operator. Operator is operative. Sorry, my bad. Oh, can I not go back there? Oh, I can't go back. They're not letting me. Okay. Someone shoved a flamer down the throat of this Corda soldier and burned his inch. Holy shit. That's a... What happens if we go up here? Have mercy, our families are starving. We only took a couple of Nutribars. I see clearly with my naked eye the corruption that has engulfed your nature. Only the cleansing fire can absolve you now. Guilty! Oh, so she's also lost her mind. Got it. The delay is so funny. Yeah, that was interesting. Incendia Corda is absorbed in reading a long strip of parchment. Her left hand is holding a silver spoon, with which she is carefully scooping up brain matter from an... Like a bad actor missing his cue. Yeah. Why did it copy that? Dude, I don't understand it. So she's eating brain matter. So she is actually going insane. Incendia a little on the nose. Yeah. Exhaustion has marked Incendia's features with a crisscross of lines and deeper furrows. Her cheek is forever twisted in a contentious nervous tick, yet her eyes are ablaze with indomitable resolve. A dazzling aura of power and righteous fury surrounds her like a mantle. She gracefully brings a gold-plated inhaler to her lips, takes a deep breath, and the fire in her gaze flares like a plasma thruster. So she's drugged up, she's eating human brains, which will fuck with you. Like, it'll, like, drive you insane, right? Look closely. Look at Incendia's full dress uniform shows that it has not been changed in many days. The collar is greasy. The braid trim is stained with sweat. The air is tinged with the smell of an inhaled stimulant that is used to give serfs the ability to work multiple watches without rest. What the hell did you do? Incendia sinks her silver spoon into the man's brain and slowly consumes the... I must know the taste of a criminal's thoughts. It is how I learn to recognize their patterns. Flesh and blood. I'm so glad that even Cabela's like, this is fucked. People in Mexico eat brains all the time. Human brains specific. There is actually something to... Let me, okay. There's like an actual... Oh my god. 1 second. Being stupid. What is the illness you can contract by consuming human brains? Question mark. God damn it. We'll do comprehensive. That one's the best. one for something like this. All right, let's try this a third time. Kuru. Kuru is a rare fatal transmissible spongiform encephalopathy caused by prions, misfolded proteins that induce normal proteins in the brain to misfold as well. This leads to brain damage characterized by sponge-like holes in the brain tissue, hence spongiform. Yeah. Entering some sort of list after that search? Whatever. I've searched weirder things. There are certain Hollywood celebrities and politicians that have been diagnosed with Kuru, just so you know. Wait, what? Really? What? $5 to 20 year incubation period. Disease is progressive and always fatal, usually within 6 to 24 months. Holy shit. What celebrities / politicians have been diagnosed with this disease? Question mark. Okay, so it says that there's no verified cases. There are rumors, such as Ellen DeGeneres, Tom Hanks, Hillary Clinton, and others, unsubstantiated, often tied to narratives involving cannibalism, Epstein files, or adrenochrome. These claims have circulated on social media, YouTube, and fringe websites, but lack any medical confirmation. Okay. This entertainment of yours reeks of corruption. We're gonna kill him. A laughable accusation. Do you think yourself capable of detecting corruption? Yeah, I'm actually pretty fucking good at it. You know not the first thing about perceiving it, sensing it, peering into people's souls and seeing the heinousness therein. You do not know what it looks like to look at their faces and see the brand of their impious deeds, but I know it all too well, and none shall escape my wrath. Some atrocious travesty of justice. This is true justice, unprejudiced, inescapable, and equally merciless to all. The Lord Inquisitor has bestowed upon me the honor of bringing order to this cesspool of pirates and heretics, to rid Footfall of the corruption that has fettered its limbs and turned this imperial station into a hotbed of free thinking and inefficiency, and I will not rest until all have been judged. It must have been the Emperor's providence that brought you here to my court. It would be my pleasure to indict you for the crimes you have committed. Do we just kill her? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. To the nine devils of you, arrogant halfwit. You have no right to judge me. You insult the Emperor's judgment. You taunt the rogue traitor. You blaspheme. Do not think for 1 second that you will get away with this. The The Lord Inquisitor is aware of rogue trader von Valancius' arrival on Footfall. He allowed it and gave no order of persecution. Rather, the Lord Inquisitor's will is that rogue trader von Valancius be treated with respect, befitting his high status. In her assertions, Lady Corda is coming dangerously close to abusing her authority and violating the chain of command. This is your warning. Has it by any chance occurred to the Inquisitor that he too is getting dangerously close to something slightly insane? How can a thing like this be tolerated? How can anyone look calmly upon these atrocities and think everything's going as it should? Calm yourself, Adira. I can understand your anger, but by the God Emperor, another word out of turn and you'll find yourself following those unfortunates. I have no intention of questioning the Lord Inquisitor's orders. Perhaps he wishes to receive you in one piece so that he may conduct a personal interrogation. We're going to do this. Those of you who acknowledge me as your sovereign are viewed by the law as subjects of House von Valancius, and therefore are exempt from Corda's judgment. I will take you aboard my ship. The hopeful crowd in the atrium starts hysterically clamoring their oaths of fealty to House von Valancius. Not one of them thinks twice about clutching at the lifeline you have offered them. Take this pitiful gaggle of miscreants, Terry, if you so desire. My trial will not end here. I have the whole of Footfall to judge. Wait, why is this like perma highlighted? Cease this disgrace and get off Footfall. Then he touches a panel of the throne's armrest is immediately shielded by a refractor field. You hear the sounds of alarms going off in the distance. A mocking smile cuts across her face. Go ahead, Terry. Give me a reason. The Lord Inquisitor's instructions were to maintain order and ensure his allies' safety using any methods, however extreme they may have to be. If Her Lady's ship is gravely threatened, we are authorized to detonate the dome over this sector. Doing so will trigger an explosive decompression. The attackers will be destroyed during depressurization, while Her Ladyship will be protected by the field projected by her throne. I urge you not to take steps that might be interpreted as an act of aggression. Really? Wasn't Footfall yours? Kinda, yeah. So you're in charge of Footfall now? Indeed I am. When the Lord Inquisitor enacted martial law in the Expanse, I offered him my support at once. Footfall was chosen as the Lord Inquisitor's headquarters, and the position of Footfall's liege was temporarily abolished for the duration of this war, or perhaps longer than that. All authority was transferred to the station's warden, to me. While the Lord Inquisitor is preoccupied with matters of strategic planning, I am tasked with overseeing security and order. There's much to do on that front. Pirates and smugglers, apostates and cold traders, deserters and outlaws. Every one of them warrants attention. Lydia cracks her neck, which must have grown stiff after so many hours of reading, before picking up another sheet. Everywhere you look, servants are buckling under heavy stacks of new denunciations, warrants, and other documents. Footfall was originally Winterscale's. You were abducted and Winterscale abandoned it, so she moved in. Yeah. It's kind of what I expected. What makes you think you're entitled to govern this place as you see fit? Such is the law of Footfall. Any rogue trader who arrives here assumes the right of absolute authority. Surely it is not that thug Takara who deserves to rule this station. He will soon be hanging from a noose, and so will his Kazbalican henchmen. And so will those Anver firebrands whose outrageous activities brought Footfall so much grief. Once you hindered my efforts to subdue this station, and yet here I am now, dispensing justice to the wicked. I only regret that I was unable to begin sooner. Then Takara's troublemakers would have already been crushed, instead of lurking in cargo bays and maintenance tunnels. Regardless, I will deal with them soon enough. Whom is it you are judging? All of them! Thieves, smugglers, pirates, traitors, heretics, deserters, abettors, harborers, cowards, and perjurers. Any who have ever trespassed, any who has ever protected a miscreant or kept quiet about a crime they knew of, they will all be condemned. Blue text, yep, because I gave them food, so I fucked with her plans. More and more new convicts are being granted the great boon of undergoing servitude in perpetuities and having rid themselves of reprehensible consciousness of serving the Imperium free from doubt and weakness. Footfall will once again become a bastion of law and righteousness. I will eradicate all heresy that prevents the faithless from giving themselves over to the good of toiling in his name. Yeah, you just like turning people into slaves. Not carnage, but judgment, his judgment, and I have no other delight. And I know of no other delight than serving him. The universe is a terrifying place. We are surrounded by the arch enemy's machinations and Xeno scum who would deny us our right to exist. The threat is inconceivable, and human weakness will not help us avert it. If man is weak, I rid him of his spinelessness and feebleness, endowing him with a sacred narrowness of mind and eradicating all that prevents him from utilizing his whole self in the service of the Imperium. She's not lying. You can tell by her eyes and her voice, trembling with earnest faith, that Incendia genuinely believes in every word she just said. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's even worse. And Legion Chambers, coordinating the expansive defense. His attention is focused on matters of vital importance. He's not seeing any supplicants. Except he fucking summoned me, you stupid cow! Wait, what? Your lordship cannot see the Lord Inquisitor now. However, he bade you inform your lordship that he will summon you later when circumstances permit. Man, I want to kill him too. Fuck these people. In due time, I shall weed out all the taint that is bred here on Footfall for so long, and then pious fear, loyalty, and devotion will once again... I can't wait to kill her. I can't wait to kill fucking Calcazar. Holy shit. Wait, you have a duty to the Emperor that you must see to. Vladimir Takara, the deplorable rebel who once ruled this station, has slipped from my grasp. He is inciting the people to revolt, killing my servants, and hiding from my wrath with the dexterity of a void rat. My informers claim he often appears in that den of unrest that bears the irreverent name, the Adeptus Amassicus. He summons you once you deal with both Winterscale and Corda, in whichever order you do it. Ah. We've made several attempts to arrest him, yet he has evaded capture each time. Reverend Hieronymus has gone there to convince him to surrender quietly, but his efforts have likewise been unsuccessful. In the interest of Footfall's integrity, Takara must be apprehended. As the rogue traitor in authority, I order you to aid me in bringing him to justice. Yeah, we'll see about that. The asteroid where the Adeptus Amassicus is located has been cordoned off, but my enforcer will take you there. I want you to lure Takara out of his hole and seize him so that he may stand trial. Do this for the sake of Footfall's liberation and pave the road that my justice will tread. Some of the people you wish to execute are useful to me. I purchase valuable equipment from them. The scoundrels and thieves will be replaced by honest suppliers. Even degenerates such as the Casbalica can be of some use in the coming crisis, but their willful leaders need to be replaced with more pliable and trepidatious successors. It is the only way for us to protect ourselves from being stabbed in the back. And what do I stand to gain? Does it not satisfy you that order and imperial compliance will be restored on Footfall? I see you learned too much from Theodora, namely her hubris, greed, and indifference to duty. Yeah, sure, I'll totally bring Vladimir here. Your cooperation will be noted. None of the rebel leaders are allowed to die before their trial. I forbid you to execute them without my leave. Wait, do I not have axes as... Also, what is this? Wait, plasma explosion caused by this weapon affects targets in a 2-cell radius. This type of... Wait, so... What is it? 2-cell radius would be fucking huge, actually. Interesting. What's the deal with this one? Literally just... Okay. Plasma explosion, not plasma overcharge. Well, what's plasma explosion? It's saying when it overheats, it blows up bigger. Wait, these things can overheat? Well, I don't use them anyway, so. God, I can't wait till I can kill her. I will be the only rogue trader left. There can be only one. We're gonna be doing this shit by Highlander rules.
When we get back, do you want to go back to that place on the lower decks? The one with the tables made out of used promethium tanks? That was fun.
Idira, Shireen. I thought you'd gone off the idea of hanging around with me after that shootout. But I have a few more ideas for how we can enjoy ourselves.
Guys, this is not the time for that kind of conversation. Wait, so where the fuck do I go? Did we just go back here? Wait. What happened? What did we just find? Hello? Soldier was killed with a sudden blow at point blank range, quietly and quickly. Okay, what does that give me? Soldier's whims are twisted at unnatural angles. Someone broke every bone and left him to die. Jesus. Nobody's listening? Yeah. I guess you're kind of right. Oh, I can just... This is just straight to... Okay. Sure, why not? That is strange. Very, very strange. Nice. Thug, guard, thug, guard, thug, guard, guard, thug, worker. The barrels exude the smell of cheap fuel, which owners must be using to power the bar's generators, and quite possibly to dilute their rot gut. Down the stairs, not sure if you need to do it first or not. Yeah, I'll probably... Yeah, she did. Yeah, we'll do that first. I'm not exactly in any fucking hurry to help out Corda. I probably don't need to do it first, but we will. Welcome to the Kingdom of Thieves, Killers, and Smugglers, Shreen. All the finest goods on Footfall, every last one of them, have passed through these tunnels. As I said before, Falco's jackals are patrolling every nook and cranny of this as cursed place. See those scumbags over there? We need to avoid them and not draw any attention to ourselves. Or else we might as well dump a pile of Brock shit all over our plan. But now, we're going to follow the plan. If you will allow me, I will refresh your memory. Avoiding the patrolling scum, we reach the sewer canal and follow it to the east, almost to the very end. We connect the gas cylinder to the special intake. Ironically enough, it was previously used for cleaning the air. And we deturn the valves at a few spots so that the gas reaches the correct chamber. Wish I knew exactly where that ash bag was holed up. And the final move, like all the best regicide players, Shreen, we find the service cogitator and send the gas along the pipes. And I'm sure I don't have to remind you that we must do all this in complete silence. Not even the sewer rats are going to notice us, let alone Falco's lot. All right. I feel like it would be better to just have one person moving around.
Blood is my life. Death is my duty.
Okay, do they actually patrol?
Follow the threads.
Okay.
Just as he ordained.
Oh, shit. It jumps everybody over here. All right. Is there stealth in this game like in Pathfinder or Dragon Age? No, not really. Wait, what? Sewer ventilation is cut off in several locations. The rogue trader needs to find the closed valves and direct the airflow to the room with the captives. Okay. So I think it's actually like just strict line of sight.
I do what I must.
Or do you have the chat? Sometimes you look up, it's to your right. Sometimes you... So I have it in both. So over here, when I look over here, it's just YouTube chat. When I look up here, it's everybody. And I actually just swapped those today. So, like, usually the combined chat is where my YouTube chat is now. I probably should just, like, turn off the YouTube chat, honestly. Just have, like, something entirely different over here. But yeah, so normally when I'm looking over here now, this is where the combined chat is. It's also where my OBS is. Basically, so I have my OBS is now in my top monitor. So I have 3 monitors, right? I have my main monitor here. That's where the game is. I have my left monitor, which is currently my Opera browser, which has YouTube, Kick, and Rumble up, as well as Twitter, because I post on Twitter. Oh shit, I didn't fucking... Did I actually post? Did I actually make the post? Shit. Did I? I did not. Fuck. Alright, well, it's a little bit late, but you know what? Better late than never. Let's get a, oopsie daisies. Actually doing chapter 4 footfall stuff today. I swear. For real this time, I swear. Exclamation point. Not at sign, exclamation point. Alright, there we go. Yes, call /com/video and let us get this copied and pasted. I can't believe I fucking forgot that. I typed this out. I had this post typed out and I just didn't actually do it. And I guess I reloaded the page or something. I don't know. And then that also means that I didn't post an Owlcat streams on their Discord. There we go. Okay. Now I've done it. You fat bastard. Get back here. Alright, Cabela. Bella, I need you to... Okay, so we're safe over there. He does not see over there. Wait, what? What? What just happened? What just happened? How did he... Wait, what? I'm so confused. What the fuck? How did we... Was there like a trap I didn't see? Like, what happened? Turns out it's not line of sight, it's proximity. But, like, he stopped. He wasn't moving any further. I'm reloading that, because that's retarded. That's fucking stupid. There are noisemaker traps? Okay. Alright, let's do this again. He will see you from that intersection? He shouldn't. He walks away out of your line of sight. Oh, I know he does. But he walked back in. stopped. I checked. He stopped. And he didn't see my party. And then he walked away. What? Did he? Where the hell's he at? He's just fucking tap dancing around. What the fuck?
My visions showed this path, and many others.
Oh, wait. He's over in this intersection. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for him to come over. Different intersection. Okay, so there's him. I hate this because that worked last time. When I did this last time, that worked. Like I also waited for him to leave, like to turn around. I guess he took an extra 2 steps last time or something. I don't know. But that's fucking stupid. Until you memorize their patterns and then it's just tedious. Yeah. Like, I don't mind stealth sections in games, but you have to actually have stealth mechanics. Also, I'm saving again here. I don't give a fuck. So I don't even think that that's what happened. I don't even think that it was that I hit that, because I'm pretty sure she fucking, like, she didn't pass this thing here. Like, this pipe here is as far as she got last time, and it triggered something. How many more do I need? 2 more? gonna save again. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a single fuck right here. Come over here. Turn your I was about to say, turn your happy ass around and go back the other way, motherfucker. One more valve and we're good to go. Wait, why did I do that? I should be trying to come back over here. Where's this motherfucker at? What happens if you say fuck it, just rush in? It gets her people killed. Most likely. There's probably like an amount of time where you, if you get there fast enough, you can save it, but... Whatever. You know, something told me that you were gonna say that. Something gave me the idea that this is something that you would say.
The divine watches over us.
Shut up! What the hell's wrong with you?
Whisper and be heard.
Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna save again. It's an automatic failure. Also, there's no time limit. You just don't get caught on the way.
Watch out.
Oh well. Rune carved shuriken cannon, two-handed, heavy ranged weapon. And what are you? What other wearer hits an enemy in melee range? All allies adjacent to the wearer gain 10 temporary wounds, perform an attack of opportunity. These benefits are not applied when using blade dance. That sucks. That sucks. However, that could be really fucking good. Okay. Now what? Valve. Wait, do I have to get all the way back here? No. Right? There ain't no way I'm supposed to get all the way back here. all the way. Okay. I'm assuming it's in here. Because it specifies a cogitator, and that's not what we fucked with over there.
One and it's done.
We did it. We did it! Alright. Wait, what just happened? Why did it pop up a dialogue and then immediately get rid of it? Wake up, Tora! Come on, you bloody cash cow. Wake up! Hooray! We did it without being spotted. I only had to reset once. I had to reset twice, but one of them was because bullshit and the other one was because bullshit. So... yeah, I'm here in the trap. We will let you go. Nope. I'm okay with him dying. Full trader draws their weapon and carries out your sentence. For your brother. Yep. The rest of the gang are held together despite their physical... Oh my god, words. They greet you with satisfied smirks, and they continually shoot delighted glances at you and Jai. Illustrated, from now on, Footfall can sleep soundly. The foulest ward on its rusted body has finally been burnt off by none other than Jai Hadari. And her wonderful patron, of course. I'll admit, I'm still struggling to wrap my head around what's happened. I need to go over things with my guys. I'm sure I'll have advice and instructions to hand out. As for our little adventure, let's talk about it back on the ship in a more private setting. Well, first off, where it suffers no damage from attacks of opportunity is a crazy benefit. 50% dodge against non-Drakari enemies. Wait, was Falco a Drakari? Wait, Falco was a Drakari? Also, fuck, that means I can't use this arbor at all. That sucks, because this would have been really good. No attacks of opportunity is crazy. I just want to see if I can. I have no Xenos. What?
The Emperor commands.
Oh. Gross. Absolutely disgusting. You can choose to fight the entire room rather than gassing them. It's not a great idea. I feel like it would have been an interesting fight, but kind of why I was seeing if I could maybe pick it without Falco being there, but it is what it is. Sounds more fun. I feel like in other campaigns where I'm not like kind of sort of half-ass trying to be friends with Jai, I could definitely do that. Okay, or not. You have no other options, Ryza. If you abandon Footfall to Corda and flee, where are you going to sell your goods? Or restock your supplies? It will just be a slow death for all of you with no ammunition, no water, and no air. So quit bargaining with fate and stick to the plan. Plan? More like a suicide pact. You have no allies, no weapons, nothing. You're a runt trying to play with the big boys, Vakamo. You've taken on a rogue trader dynasty with only a handful of heavies and a couple of guns to your name. The way I see it, your march to the gallows is more of a gallop. Turning away from Ryza, Vladaim's expression does not change, but an indistinct curse falls from his lips. And who do we have here? A couple of hardened insurgents? Vladaim replies in a stiff, formal tone. My apologies for being unable to receive your lordship in my office. My present status imposes certain limitations on me. Greetings, your lordship, and as for you, Vakamo, you've got nothing to add. Your plan's utter crap. I don't gamble with those kind of odds. I'll leave you to think of your prospects. Maybe you'll realize that using my shuttle would be a better idea, while me and my shuttle are still here. Look at Vladaim. The former liege looks angry and focused. His coat collar is unbuttoned, showing the meshwork of ceramite reinforced armor hidden underneath. He is wearing a gun holster on his side. Now that Vladaim has thrown off the mask of a disgruntled bureaucrat, his sleeves are rolled up, showing his old bandit tattoos. He exudes an aura of imperious cruelty. How's the station faring? Turned into a kingdom of death, executing protesters, cracking down on corrupt traders, and suppressing dissent are all good. Useful policies within reasonable limits. I've used them myself, in fact. However, with Lady Corda, reasonable limits are a distant memory at this point. Fortunately, I've been preparing for that turn of events ever since the Hag tried to take Footfall the first time. You helped us then, giving me time to organize. I set up weapons caches, enlisted more fighters, and deleted my agent's data from the Cogitator network. When Corda seized power, she thought she'd won, but the station was still mine, to an extent. My little army is waging war on the enforcers. We slaughter patrols, wrestle back detainees, and punish those who collaborate with the enemy, or are close to someone who does. Incendia is conducting her reprisals, and I am conducting mine. Everyone must remember that there are consequences for collaborating with the occupying force. I see. Old habits die hard. I'll admit, I wasn't exactly yearning for the days of my youth, but to find myself in the line of fire again is invigorating. Your lordship, I'm asking for your help. Not just on behalf of the portion of the station population that isn't already scared shitless, but on behalf of the Casmelica mission as well. My people and my organization's assets are in a vulnerable position. Help us protect our interests, and we'll help you protect yours. What kind of help do you want? A general uprising will be doomed to fail. The enforcers have isolated the asteroids. We can't strike out against Incendia. She has the greater numbers, and her throne's refractor field will protect her from any attack. So we'll ask her ladyship to come to us, exploiting her overconfidence. If she wants my blood, let her come and spill it. She knows we use the Amassicus as our meeting place. If you let the enforcers know I can be found and grabbed in here, she will come, and she will hardly drag her throne with her. We'll lure her into a trap, kill her, and take back Footfall. What forces do you have at your command? However much Corda would like to believe she's kicked the Casbalica out of Footfall, she hasn't. We're scattered all over the station, lying low, and there's still enough of us to cause trouble. A small band of my most daring staff members who were by my side when I came to power. Business partners who still remember that any venture is only as reliable as the grip of the venturer's hand on their pistol. Add to that the group of Xenos mercenaries which my colleagues from the Casbalica mission have provided me with. A radical solution, I know, but they don't care who they kill as long as I pay them, and I have the means to pay them. We would have greater numbers if Ryza wasn't so damnably cautious, and Hieronymus did us a favor and shut his preaching trap. I would have thrown the good reverend for a loop long ago if it weren't for the fanatical mob that would show up here to avenge him. What does Ryza have a problem with? She has misgivings about the prospect of our cooperation. The old rogue prefers not to pick fights unless her victory is a foregone conclusion. And right now, she seems to be planning on fleeing rather than fighting. She needs the right kind of motivation. It's a shame there's no one the cold bitch values enough for me to take hostage. Why does she call you Vacamo? Old nicknames die as hard as old habits. I used to be known by that name on the station. The Vacamo is a myth, a malicious spirit, stalking its prey in Footfall's empty sectors. I had a terrible reputation when I was young. Why has Hieronymus shown up here? He preaches repentance. Corda sent him here to make us lay down our arms and renounce our rebellious ways. But he seems taken aback by the scale of Lady Incendia's purges, which opens up possibilities. If we put a pressure on him, he'll bring over zealots who will tear apart whoever he points his finger at. A useful man. I regret not getting him on side sooner. Yeah, news of her death is hardly going to please the Lord Inquisitor. Considering Calcazar has never once interfered in the station's affairs, he clearly couldn't care less about Footfall. This means he also doesn't care who runs the station, as long as things are quiet here. I'm going to make sure things are quiet. Granted, he did give Corda a security detail, but if she's already dead, and her death doesn't reek of deadly heresy, he likely won't bother to investigate. The Lord Inquisitor will simply entrust governance to someone who won't cause him problems. Someone like me. Are those your merchants? Yeah. Yeah, the Casbalica, that's one of the people that I buy from. I realize it's a bold hypothesis, and the Lord Inquisitor may have me hanged for Corda's death, but my life is at stake as it is, so I might as well take the risk. I have understood your plan. I hope you think it's promising. I will help you overthrow Corda. Each second of her continued rule will cost the lives of hundreds of innocent people. Thank you, Lord Captain. As filthy of a place as Footfall is, blood and tears won't wash away that filth. They'll only make the stench worse. Cannot say I approve of antagonizing Corda, but her methods being what they are, I definitely disapprove of assisting her. I'm glad you're with us, your lordship. This is a fight we must be well prepared for. As a colleague of mine used to say, if your brain doesn't hurt from all the thinking of where to hide, it'll discover even your skull isn't thick enough once the fight is on. Which sounds especially ironic, considering how he died. I'd like to ask your opinion on how prepared we are to entertain Lady Incendia. Perhaps some of those gathered in here will support us. Ryza's people, Hieronymus' zealots, even Octaviana's regulars. We can use whomever we can get. If you think that it may be worth fortifying our positions or preparing a few surprises for our guests, my people in Arsenal are at your disposal. All you have to do is say the word. As soon as we're ready, send Corda a message saying I'm here. Let her come. We'll settle our differences the Footfall way with a gunfight. Let's talk. Regretfully, your lordship, I have nothing to offer you at the moment. My access to the assets you're interested in has been temporarily restricted. I'm going to take It's going to take putting a bullet through a couple of heads for me to once again be able to offer an adequate range of merchandise. I will go and take a look around. Ladame nods attentively, then looks down at a data slate showing a map of the station systems. He scrutinizes it with a pensive expression. All right, let's talk with some peoples after we steal all of their shit. Stealing their shit is obviously more important. Give me all your stuff. Give me all your stuff. Yeah. Octaviana looks tired, but finds the strength to smile briskly. She pours 2 shots of a clear yellowish liquid with streaks of promethium in it and slides one toward Ryza. Let's drink to her infallible ladyship Corda's mercy and good judgment, wherever they may be right now. Quite a way with words, Octi. Yes, indeed, one would hate it if Lady Cordia's ill health affected our own. Have you, by any chance, run into Lady Corda's good judgment on your journeys, your lordship? Daviana, we have a plan to stop Corda. Your help would be welcome. And by we, you mean you and Vladame? He always has a plan, but it's certainly not always the best plan. Why should I trust in your idea? Well, yeah. This is not about whose idea it is, but who we are doing it for. For the people in Footfall, for you, Octaviana, for your freedom from an insane zealot's reign of terror. Patrons, greet your last sentence with an enthusiastic roar. Your heartfelt speech has resonated with the commoners and seemed to have stirred Octaviana too. You certainly know how to be persuasive, your lordship. You're right. You're ready to risk your life for us? Here I am being picky like a noble offered a Nutribar made of corpse starch. You can count on me. Another 30 iconoclasts. That's crazy. I don't have any fighters, but I do have a shipment of Xenos weapons, lethal, but with no guarantee of quality. Figuring out how it even works is tricky enough. That still beats the junk Vladame's thugs are armed with. They can have a round on the house. Rise and I need to have a little chat. As he casts a glance in Octavia's direction, waiting for her to take the hint and look away, then says, at your lordship's service. Your eyes see through the pirate instantly, and you sense that the burden of her transgressions is so heavy that it will soon drag her under. Her fear has allowed a malicious will to sink its claws into her soul and tear it slowly to pieces. Stuff here is all 30 to 40 points. This is your biggest drop of conviction points of the game. I can tell. Her fear has allowed a malicious will to sink its claws into her soul and tear it slowly to pieces. Rise of the forces you have opened yourself up to will be your undoing. And what's more, your crew too. You'll pay for it with their souls because of you. Rise's expression turns to stone. She peers tensely into her glass as if trying to find some answer at the bottom of it. Finally, she raises her eyes to you, looking incredibly tired. You're cruel, you know, your lordship. The way you found where this old pirate was hiding her conscience and dragged it kicking and screaming into the light. I got in over my head and almost took my guys down with me. I'd be a crap captain if I allowed my fear to kill my crew. Thank your esteemed self for talking some sense into me. Got a light? Adira can set it on fire. The pirate casually rips some kind of amulet from her neck, bearing a fanged beast crowned with horns. She tosses it into her near-empty glass of rot gut and throws the match you offered her after it. The contents of the glass are immediately engulfed in unholy purple flame. A minute later, all that remains is ash and a nasty puddle of black metal at the bottom. Satisfied with the result, Ryza smashes the glass on the floor. Vladame needs your help. Your lordship, his so-called plan is nothing but the death throes of a cornered and condemned man who's grasping at imaginary straws. The Vacamo was once smart, shrewd, and wily, but now he's simply refusing to admit he's already lost. We modest dealers are no match for a rogue trader. Bitch, I am a rogue trader! It would be different, of course, if we were strongly motivated or had a rogue trader on our side. Why can't I just be like, yeah, dumbass, I'm gonna be fighting with you? Why are literally none of these options just to say, yes, I'm going to be fighting? What is this? What are these options? What are all of these options? These options are crap. What the fuck? Her whole issue is she doesn't want to go against a rogue trader. I am a rogue trader that would be fighting alongside her. That eliminates her primary concern. Are you? Yes, I am an official rogue trader. I got fucking coronated and everything. You haven't told Vladimir that you're going to fight with them yet, right? I mean, I'm literally convincing everybody right now to fight with it, to do the thing with him. Whatever. Spoken like a cowardly crow. I've struck many deals with you guys. You gotta throw away my fucking thing. You're putting pressure on the most vulnerable spot, your lordship, the pocket. My fellows will be very disappointed if I ruin our relationship. I'm afraid you leave me no other option but to say yes. I'll let the warp. My crew and I will take part in your little uprising, but don't ask me for details. Old Riser prefers to keep quiet about the behind-the-scenes workings of her insidious and sudden strikes. Do you have any money? Oh, I've already fucking maxed out all of your shit. All right, bye. Never mind. All right, so that's 2 down. The decanter used to contain a cheap absec, which, for the sake of attractiveness, has obviously been enriched with a deodorizing agent. Yeah, she does. You're a rogue trader because she calls you your lordship. But like, so in that line, right before I got the dialogue options that I freaked out about, she literally it's like, man, it would be really cool if we had a rogue trader on our side. Wink, wink. That's like basically how she ended her part of that conversation. And I did not have the option to say, yeah, duh, of course I'm going to be fighting with you guys. It's like, that is literally the easiest thing to do to deal with that particular issue. It's like, yes, not only are you going to have a rogue trader, you're going to have a space marine on your side as well. Leftovers of pitiful food are stuck to the sides of the plates. More stuff. More stuff. Where's Hieronymus?
A job for me.
The menu system of the Adeptus Amacicus looks eerily similar to the design of the internal scan of the fuel compartment. Someone has inserted new data into the void ship's cogitator left over from ancient times. Wait, what? Oh, I know. And like, even if I did recruit him, he might not be in the party, but it's like, bitch, what are you even talking about?
My path to glory.
Wait, where is Hieronymus? Hello. Burning Faith. The first melt a weapon, reload, and a round causes 0 AP. The wearer's first melt a weapon attack in combat does not count toward the attack limit per turn. Wait. Wait. What? Oh, it's only offhand? His hand his dagger was in, so that's his melee hand. I'm so confused, though. Why is it pretending like... Okay, why is it way the fuck down here? I have only ever seen one-handed pistol, and I thought this was a one-handed pistol, so I got rid of it when I equipped this one. It was a fuck up. I did not mean to do it. And the current thing that I'm questioning is I have kick as a melee attack. So, do I want to keep this? Do I want to keep the bolter instead of the chainsword? In Wrath, you have the mythic powers, but in this game, you have no special powers, right? I mean, it's kind of like the you have some compulsive need to get petties for all your unique equipment, throwing stuff. I almost never do it. It's like one of the only times that I ever did it. I have so many weapons that are just sitting here. Like, look at this shit. Okay, I don't have that. Wait, is that all of them? Yeah, look at all these weapons. Look at all these. Look at all this shit that I got. Look at all this shit. Scrolling for fucking days. Oh, interesting. So what makes you so familiar with this game? Besides your title, in Wrath and Righteous, you have the mythic powers, but in this game, you have no special powers, right? I mean, like, a lot of, like, how'd you do it consistently when you unequip something, you click add to cargo? Well, if it's something that I know for a fact I'm not going to use anymore because, like, the damage difference is, like, 10 or more, then, yeah, I'm going to get rid of the old one. One of those weapons is worth 5% of a cargo unit, so, like, 5 rep points with a faction. Is that really it? As junk auto gun or a legendary god touch sword? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm just being dumb. I like that show armor literally just changes what the armor looks like. I do kind of like this look for him. Doesn't have a clothing skin? Yeah. Visual settings of the character cannot be changed. What about you? Wasn't he naked when you got him? Yes. Yes, he was. By the way, where's Hieronymus again?
Centuries of service and practice.
Oh, he's here? I just walked right past him the first time? Shoddy cover will offer little protection against a well-aimed shot, but at least it will conceal the target from the shooter. Nice. Gotta go eat dinner. I'll be back. Have fun! The Emperor protects young von Valentius. What has brought you here? Perhaps you would like to confess? Repentance is the first step on the path to redemption. I'd like to see the Drusian relics. All right. Okay, so I still don't have anything. Like tradable, only 900. Almost enough. Literally, I need 35 more. Wait, do these guys do ranged weapons? No, they do melee weapons, though. There we go. Available. All right, so let's go right back to this. When the wearer attacks with a heavy weapon, they deal 30% additional damage, with their critical hit chance reduced by 50%. This effect is inactive while the wearer is under the confident approach effect. The immunity to crits is just so fucking strong, though. All right, let's take a look. Sword ignores deflection. Most warriors prefer swords. Wait, doesn't this one ignore deflection and armor? Okay, so this is 30, 35, 50% armor pen versus 10. But, like, also, the other one, like, it doesn't need armor pen because it fucking just ignores armor. One of the wielder kills an enemy with a weapon. The veil degradation is reduced by the wielder's psi rating. After that, the wielder gains +1 psi rating for 1 round. Sword deals additional psi rating damage. Most warriors prefer sword. Okay. If I didn't have Smiter, this would be really good. Shield swing with their shield against multiple enemies in the area. Though shield attacks deal additional 9 damage. I feel like this is probably better. I think that's probably better. I'm gonna be honest. It's like, what's the 9 damage scale off of? Toughness bonus. Okay. Actually, wouldn't be bad for him. Wait, what? His toughness is also 90. Never mind. All right. Hieronymus. Oh, this is interesting. I found cryo vaults with people inside, people who are murdered by your brethren. Hieronymus sighs heavily and is silent for a while. Then he replies in a hollow voice. It was done on my orders. All my life I have been a confessor to lost souls. Now let me make my own confession to you. I seek no forgiveness or understanding. I only want to tell the truth. Aspice Bastal Corda had imprisoned her errors in those cryo vaults to stop them from challenging her authority. Incendia was among them. My fellow faithful chanced upon these ice crypts. Aspice's wicked design horrified them, and I thought, if St. Drusus had died a martyr's death to be resurrected in faith, perhaps another could follow in his footsteps. I chose Incendia. As full of worms as her innermost soul was, it had not rotted completely. As for the others, I put them to death, for thousands of years of suffering would not have been enough to cleanse the stench and rot from their cursed souls. Okay, well that's a thing that was just said in my chat. Let us, immediately remove... And, a user in this channel. Hooray! Oh, interesting. Okay. Why is this still delete message? There we go. Like, why is that still showing up? Thought I got rid of it. My fellow faithful chanced upon these ice crypts. Oh yeah, okay, I already read all that. I sabotaged Incendia's cryovault, and she spent 3 years of conscious, blind, and helpless. My brothers and sisters recited prayers over her prison to plant the seed of faith in the soil I had weeded. I hid the truth from Incendia and became her mentor, setting her on a path of service to his will. And that was how Incendia, the offspring of a felonious heretic, became his vengeful hand, striking down enemies of the Imperium, at the cost of the evil I had done. Shame that you did not kill Incendia too while you were at it. That would have saved me a lot of trouble. I am not your executioner, rogue traitor. I serve the God Emperor, not your whims. My confession is over. I bared my innermost self before you and the truth concealed therein. You're free to do with it as you please. Points at Chaplain. You're harboring a pirate among your brethren. Deeply devout servant of the Emperor, if you are as intimately familiar with human vice as him, and that is what fills his words with sincerity. His flock heeds and respects him. And as for all the hardened rascals and cutthroats who are part of that flock, why not? Our doctrine shuns no one so long as they are willing to receive its word with an open heart. You get penitence, a chance for redemption. That is commendable. I take no credit for that. They choose the path for themselves. I merely point out that the path is open to all, and instruct those who have started their journey to redemption. For thus Saint Drusus taught us. I want to stop Incendia. Help me. Are you openly declaring your intent to move against an actor of the Emperor's justice? And why should I, her mentor in the faith, help you commit that act of treachery? Because her actions fly in the faith of all that you believe in. That you truly believe in. Incendia's world has no place for redemption, or mercy, or penitence. Would the sight of such a world please your eyes? No, it would not. My way of serving him has always been different from the path trodden by the ecclesiarchy. St. Drusus' doctrine taught me virtues that are unknown to many among the righteous, and I, in turn, taught them to my brothers and sisters. I tried to teach them to Incendia too, but she chose a different path. It is time for me to remind her of those lessons. Now you have banished my doubt. I will do what must be done. St. Drusus' faithful will aid you in battle. All right. Goodbye, Reverend. What else? Let me check. So we got you. Oh, so I can talk to him, huh? All right. The imposing man, covered head to toe in scars, is hard to mistake for anyone else. You're looking at Chaplain, confessor to late Dens Belardo, whose funeral now seems like an eternity ago. His arms are crossed as he surveys the room with a gloomy expression. As you approach, he bows deferentially. Your lordship, it's nice to see that St. Drusus has protected your neck from the heretics and the Xenos since last we met. Shame how it's always sad events that bring us together. Last time was at a funeral. Now it feels like half of Footfall needs a memorial service. How fares the young heiress, Adelia? Safe and sound in my care, your lordship. Barely any time has passed, and I already think of her as my own, and the girl herself clings to me. She took to learning the ways of wayfaring with gusto, and she is already better at numbers than me. A true trade captain in the making. I hid her summer stay for now. It is a bad time. It's a bad time for the girl to be on Footfall. She has seen enough woe and blood as it is. More than enough. What's your opinion on the situation? Honestly, perhaps this began as a cleansing, but since day one, it's looked more like a frenzy of fanaticism. Granted, people with a clear conscience have always been few and far between on Footfall, but is that a reason to exterminate everyone for the pettiest infractions? St. Drusus teaches us to bring people back to the Emperor's light and only punish by death those who've crossed the forbidden line and turned away from him irrevocably. I'm my own living proof that even a thoroughly rotten scoundrel can take the path of redemption. Are we at such deep retreat from the heresy we're battling that the flamer and the noose are the only tools we have left? Let me just double check something right quick. Oh. Nope, that did not get rid of that. Okay, I thought that did. Alright, so we're gonna... Wait, no. Delete that message. Yes. Huh. Okay. That's good to know. Okay, apparently deleting something from my multi-chat does not actually delete it in the chats. It just deletes it from the screen. Got it. Okay. Shame that Reverend Hieronymus won't listen to me. He's too zealous. He sees the face of vice too clearly and finds it too abhorrent. Looking at Footfall makes him sick, and so he welcomes the cleansing. What are you doing here? Same as always, your lordship, bringing the Emperor's light to the lowly and downtrodden, and I have my hands full here on Footfall. The station's teeming with hungry, maimed, and frightened people. Her ladyship Incendia Corda, in her righteous zeal, doesn't see the atrocities her enforcers commit in the Shadow Quarters, using her name as their shield. I intervene whenever I can, but to be honest, I'm almost spent. Helping everyone is beyond my abilities. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Anything else for me to do here, or are we all set and ready to go? Oh, it's those. Okay, interesting. All right, so we got a couple of barriers set up. And it looks like that's all we're going to get. It looks like we're done here. Let me just... Well, wait, let me... Oh! Order of mine to be set here. Order that fuel barrels be placed throughout the room. All right, now we're maxed. Wait, what? Okay. Let's make a save. Let's do this. Your lordship, I see no issue in letting Incendia know you are here. Get ready, your enemies will be here soon. I will send my least important associates to the entrance to take the brunt of the initial assault. That should thin our guests' numbers. Without thinking, Vladimir reaches for his pistol to check how easily it slides out of its holster. Then he smiles. It's an easygoing, young, and bloodthirsty smile. I'd almost forgotten how much I love all this. Members of the heretic Vladimir Takar's gain. Lay down your arms and face righteous justice. Yeah. Yeah. And it explodes, and the mine explodes, and the mine explodes, and the mine explodes. Rebels and heretics, I, rogue trader Incendia Corda, master of Footfall and defender of justice, am ordering you to lay down your arms. Harsh justice awaits those who surrender, and ignoble death awaits the rest. You're literally going to kill everybody anyway. Incendia Corda, I have Vladimir the Vacabo. I'm ordering you to get off my turf before I blow your brains out and throw your corpse for a loop. I don't want to risk that this actually converts her. I'm out of drink. I'm out of things to drink. I'm sad. I want the points, but I don't want to risk that it fucking does anything. Terry, take no prisoners, Von Valancius, for sure. Dynasty motto of, if you slighted me in any way, I will murder your entire family line. I don't go that far. I just kill you. And also, she's done a lot more than slight me in any way. A, she was disrespectful as fuck to me from the get-go. B, she took over my station that I stole fair and square from Winterscale. C, she's slaughtering my people. And D, she threatened to fucking vent me into space. Granted, that was the Inquisitor to her left that was telling me that that's what she was about to do, but that is what she was about to do. Maybe we're... I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm not going to do this. I want the points, but I don't want to do this. May whoever's right survive. You're a traitor, just like Theodora. Your dynasty has long since needed a lesson in obedience. And the Inquisitor was saying that he was going to do that, but he was doing that for her. So they are my people. This is mine now. I stole this place fair and square. This is mine now. What would you have us do with your remains once we are done here, Lady Corda? Arrogant wench! I'll have your remains strung up along with the corpse of your pitiful sect that has perverted his creed. If you are still able to speak after your defeat, I will repeat my question then. You have earned an honorable rest. I disagree. Well, let's kick this lunatic out of my bar. Get fucking wrecked. Alright. Wait. Do I? No, it's fine.
Am I getting paid for this?
Lady?
My faith strengthens me.
Okay, it doesn't. I was wondering if I was getting these guys buffed as well, but that's just not the case, unfortunately. Oh, that was a lot of fucking damage. All right. Nice. Wait, I could just do this. Wait, that doesn't... That didn't reach them?
I can
Actual trash.
I'm a
Ooh. Who do I give a turn to? Is it just Abelard? Wait, I can give it to Adira and then I can just chain lightning everybody to death.
I hold all the cards.
It's futile.
What the fuck was that? Also, bullshit. That just ended fucking Adira's extra turn. That fight was infinitely easier than the winter scale fight. What a mess. Thank you for helping me deal with it, your lordship. Your help has been invaluable, but the Casbala Commission will nonetheless try to approximate and match its value in the most generous of terms. Does your lordship have any preference in regard to what should be done with the remains of the lady? You gonna come here before winter scale and been 10 levels lower when doing this? That's true, but I also, you know, could go to winter scale and do winter scale when I did and at the level that I did it. And I just, you know, like what was her max health? It was like 500 when you had like every character in winter scale's party was like 1600 health. Like when you have like 3 times the health on every character as the boss character in the other one, that's a little bit of a mismatch in terms of difficulty. Give them to the mob. People of Footfall will find many ways to pay their respects to her ladyship. They are quite exercised about this whole affair. Three times as many enemies in this fight if you didn't convince people to side against her. Yeah. What are you meaning to do next? I'll regain my grip on the station. I'll free the prisoners and give the merchants back their impounded cargo. I'll replace the lowlives her ladyship put in charge with my own lowlives. I'll take care of those of the station sectors that are slowly dying in isolation. And of course, I'll send an envoy to the Lord Inquisitor to bring him the news and inform him of my willingness to cooperate. You realize that the way Footfall is governed must change. I understand. A time of war requires Footfall's public liberties to be curbed temporarily. This station will cause you no trouble and will provide any help that's required. I'll communicate that to those partners of mine who've been lucky enough to survive Lady Corda's rule. Overcoming the desire to spit on Incendio's corpse clearly manifested on his face, Vladane turns from a thug into a cold bureaucrat again before your eyes. He says curtly to one of his associates, place her ladyship's body in a cryovault and take it to her ship. Make sure no damage is done to it. No further damage, that is. We were enemies, of course, but that's no reason not to act in a civilized manner. When you go to the ship, you'll be told the Calcazar was to meet you on Footfall. Ah. Floods the station of Corda's miscreants. I'm no butcher. Her ladyship's enforcers may leave the station, except those personally complicit in the killing of my employees, friends, and loved ones. I have a responsibility toward them. Congratulations, your lordship. You have one less rival in the Expanse. I have no more rivals in the Expanse. Now that we've dealt with the pressing issues, do you have any further instructions regarding the station's governance going forward? After all, Footfall is now under your exclusive personal protection. Footfall is exhausted and wounded by Corda's cruelty. I will have shelters set up where those in need and in pain can find a roof over their heads, sustenance, and medical aid. The entire gathering glorifies your name with a joyful chant. In their eyes, you see hope with a dash of mistrust. The station's inhabitants are not used to such magnanimity. However, something in your voice gives them hope that you are not putting on a show, and that perhaps this is the beginning of a new and less grim period in the station's history. Oh, shit! I'm maxed. As of these past two fucking... Okay, cool. Wait, any attacks from allies that may hit other allies will be dodged. That's awesome. That's awesome. Team damage is off now? Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy strong. What do you mean I'm a radical? What do you mean I'm a radical? I don't know what you're talking about. But dude, what the fuck was that, like, spaz out that she had? That was wild. Look at both those lines compared to the one pure line of the Emperor. Yeah. You're a radical because you're not talking about... Yeah. Damn! 129 to Cabela. That's crazy. Okay. Gains an extra turn. At each enemy in her line of sight, these shots always hit. Okay, so that's what that was. It ended in like 2 moves. Yeah, it was quick. It was fucking fast. All right, what do we get? Auto striking power sword. When the wielder successfully parries with this power sword, they immediately counterattack with whichever cost. Attack costs at least AP. It also grants plus 30 bonus per parry. On a successful hit with this power sword, the second blah 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 blah. Okay. Firing an AoE to every individual person on the map. Yeah, pretty much. Like, here's the thing. I literally only hit her. I hit her with 2 chain lightnings. That's it. quite literally all I did for her. I hit her with 2 chain lightnings. That's literally it. With the wearer equips 2 pistols, they gain plus 10 ballistic skill and plus 10% hit chance. 50% hit dodge, and the wearer's ballistic skill is more than 70. So that's really good for Jai. 60 temporary wounds from combat stimulants. Nope. Adjacent allies cannot fall prone and become immune to forced movement effects. Decent. Plus 20 Medicaid and carouse. Whether the wearer uses a Medikit and stimulant for the first time. No. Get back to the fight. Wait, what? What is this? Oh, interesting. Was this Staff of Endless Flame? Power level 7? That's disgusting and useless. Terrible. Fucking garbage. Literally anything? No. Fucking nothing. Alright, Daredevil Pistol. Special attack that costs 0. Increased rate of fire. It ends the wielder's turn. These are literally just like basic ass fucking weapons. And yes, I'm moving the fucking bullshit basic ass weapons that I don't care about over into the cargo. Meh. Okay. Joy, I require... what was it? It was the armor, right? Yeah. So extra 19% armor. Plus 10 perception. Which her perception isn't really something that I care about. She does have a higher ballistic skill. We have broken ribs, so that's why those are down. So 52% versus actual 76%. But that's medium versus light, so I also have a higher dodge chance. Right? 61 versus 29. I think we swapped this out for the Venomous Splinter Pistol, right? All right. 26 to 39. It is a 30%, it is a plus 30% chance to parry. On top of the already plus 40% chance to parry. It's roughly the same average damage as Smiter. Wait, what about with Bone Breaker Mole? Yeah, so it's the same. It's roughly the same damage as the Bone Breaker Mole. I think if I swap it for either of them, it's going to be this one. Triumph of Faith. Norse. Oh yeah, that's the one that I got just a minute ago. Oh, this is kind of a hard choice. Because, like, the Smiter ability to just ignore armor and deflection is just, like, crazy strong. Just flip a coin. Do I care more about doing extra damage with him, or like basically being immortal with him? And I think I care more about being immortal with him. Right. Because Smiter, let me just take a look. Yeah, so Smiter doesn't have any of the actual, it's because it's not a sword, so it doesn't have the on successful hit with this sword, the target suffers a -10, right? It also, wait. Can't have 2 counter items equipped, so if he has another counter item on already, you can swap it off if you put the power sword on. Oh, that's a good point. Do I have another counter item on? Not that. No. 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 Well, that's actually a question I was going to have, because it also has the -10 penalty to weapon skill, and also this down here a -10. So do these also does this shit stack? Or is this saying that this replaces this? Well, I guess it wouldn't, right? Because this is the exact same. So having this replace it, no. Get someone to say, yeah. And I forgot to fucking check Terry for what was it? There's something that I wanted to check for Terry. Oh yeah, the lethality bonus. Oh wait, but Terry never shot. We literally didn't get a single shot off with Terry that fight, so I couldn't check even if I did remember, I wouldn't have gotten the oh wait, so we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this. I don't think I have anything that's an auto parry for him. Blocks dodges and parries and attack momentum is increased by 10. I think I have a skill that counters, but you don't have to turn that on, I guess. But I feel okay, so if I look at this man here, right? If we go to defensive stance, whenever the parries an enemy's attack, they immediately make an attack of opportunity with -20 penalty to weapon skill against that enemy. Counter sword will work before his first turn too. I feel like it stacks. I feel like I remember seeing this stack. Depends on if the sword is an attack of opportunity or not. Yeah. All I do it fucking knew. All I knew is that fight was really fucking easy. Oh yeah. I don't really care. The rest of Footfall. Let us go. Return to the ship. I'm surprised. Ah, there it is. Lord Captain, the Astropaths are reporting a new message. It says the Lord Inquisitor Calcazar is sending his regards to your lordship and is hoping to meet you in his palace at Footfall at your earliest convenience. Alright, let us set a course to Footfall. Oh man, how are we gonna get to Footfall? It's just so far away. I need to talk to Jai real quick, though. I need to talk to Jai real quick in the ship. So we're going to take a quick fucking detour into the bows of the ship. All right, what you got to say?
Shireen, O glorious son of dozens of worlds and billions of subjects, have you come to converse with Jai Haydari about the sweetness of her soul? Or do you wish to speak to a trade representative of the Imperium? Well, does the guise of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse suit me?
Okay.
No wisdom can compare to a fool's silence. Don't get me wrong, Shireen. I am talking about myself. I should have kept my mouth shut instead of tiring you out with my incessant babbling.
Said you wanted to reflect on what has happened.
Oh yes, Shireen. And here is what I think. Since the day we first met, I have been tossed about like a boat in a storm. Battered, dashed against the rocks, lashed by the waves. And then I was flung onto the shore, and a fabulous gift washed up beside me. A precious pearl of the deep. The Mercatum Tabula Officiale.
Uh-huh.
And it was not fate or the glitter of golden bubbles that steered me on that voyage. Oh no. I realized the power of those who hide in the blinding light of luminaries such as yourself, Shireen. The power that lies in being a shadow that upholds order and light by skirting around antiquated laws. I will become that shadow, Shireen. Perhaps I will even be your shadow. Not another pawn of the Casbalica mission, but a shadow baron of the Expanse in my own right. A power far more imperious and formidable than any penny-pinching steward.
Never hurts to acquire such an ally.
Then it is decided. Starting today, I will sail toward the future I choose. What a thrill it will be to ride the waves wherever they want to take me. Oh, I haven't...
Yeah, shut up. How close am I to level? There ain't no fucking way. There ain't no fucking way I'm 49 XP from leveling up. Are you kidding me? That is some straight garbage. Well, we're gonna get it in about 10 seconds coming down here to finish talking to this guy, because I guarantee you there's some fucking... Go scan a planet for 50. I've scanned all the planet. Well, actually, there's one that I haven't. There's one area that I haven't been to, but I want to deal with this. I've been promising this for 2 streams. We're going to do this. Should I swap out Cabela for Heinrichs? I feel like he's going to have some custom, he's going to have some dialogue. Allmore might as well, actually. I think I'm going to bring these 2 with me. I think Heinrichs and Solomorn might have... I'm not going to bother leveling Solomorn up, though. All right. Yeah, at some point I do want to get all of the other party members caught up in level, but not today. Oh, interesting. Her little, throne got replaced by the fountain. Oh, there we go. Hi. I've been busy. Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean I failed a quest? Wait. What do you mean I failed a quest? Hold up. What quest did I fucking fail? Wait. No. That ain't happening. I did not realize that would fucking fail a quest for me. So what? Oh, shit. Okay. I guess I am going to go scan a planet for 50 XP. Right. Wait. Lord Captain reporting. Shortly before our departure from Footfall, a group of messengers in luxurious garbs delivered a strong box and several chests bearing the insignia of House Orcelio to the ship. I suppose the use of gold-clad servants instead of servitors was an extravagant attempt by the navigators to draw the attention of the rogue trader. Considering the incident on the capital world, the enforcer officers checked the Navis Nobilite gifts thrice. I am pleased to report that none of them threaten your Lady Cassia's or the crew's well-being. Having said that, a closer examination of the strong box by the tech adepts revealed a data slate with a vid message addressed personally to you alongside some kind of encrypted data. We dared not touch them without your instructions. Decode the encryption hidden in the data slate. Yes, Lord Captain. A messenger's servo skull has been sent to the omniscience surface compartment. Once the data has been decrypted, I'll notify you immediately. What vid message? As you command, Lord Captain. Victus issues several orders, blah, 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 blah. Rogue trader. A familiar piercing voice comes from the cogitator's vox system, and you see a bloated face with sagging skin and a gaping hole where his nose should be. We, Great Regent Aranto Orcelio, send greetings and hope this message finds you in good health. You spared his life while passing judgment on the navigators of House Orcelio. House Orcelio will soon hold a grand council within the Palace of Atlas, the holy relic that connects all navigators of our house. This meeting will take place not in the physical world, but in the world of thoughts, dreams, and visions. It is the only way to avoid bloodshed and decide the fate of the sacred child at last. Thanks to the Atlas, we feel that the soul of the child is full of dismay, and yet the rogue trader's words bear a lot of weight with the child, so he may soothe its anxiety and lead the child down the right path, the path of accepting its duty before the house and ascending the Novator's throne. I hope you consider my offer, Terry von Valancius, for it is in your power to not only strengthen the bond between our dynasties, but multiply your riches at the same time. The gifts accompanying this message are but an insignificant part of the great regent's gratitude. May the God Emperor protect us all. I'm told the message has been relayed to your cogitator, Lord Captain. I hope the data did not get corrupted during playback or delivery. This will be all for now. Rogue Trader, please accept my report in person. It concerns criminal collusion among the senior officers. They will also be present to be able to answer the charges. I would prefer not to divulge details. Since you got the invitation, you may get pulled in unavoidable to Void Shadows DLC. We will talk when I'm free. An urgent report for the servants of the Omnicide. They managed to locate a second message on the House Orcelia data slate, hidden in the shadow of the first one. As soon as it happened, the machine spirit rebelled and started devouring the decrypted data. The acolytes of the cult Mechanicus are performing the rites to appease it and slow down the process of annihilation. What should we do? Display the message on screen. The comm bead echoes with the furious clicking of Victus's augmented fingers. A few moments later, the vid screen of your cogitator shows the recording through a wall of static. Rogue Trader, you hardly know me, but I am well informed about your deeds. Well-built young man adjusts his silk headband, embellished with the symbol of the Navis Nobilite. My name is irrelevant, for as long as the cursed child continues to live and breathe, no one in House Orcelio is safe. I know that Master Felix and Lady Elena Hetaria had... I know what they had... What? I know what Master Felix and Lady Elena had to do at Urek 5 and in your palace. I understand your anger. House Orcelio deeply apologizes for these incidents. I presume you already know that House Orcelio will be holding a Grand Council in the depths of that accursed Atlas very soon, and we cannot ignore the call, for we are bound to it against our will. I am also aware that you enjoy great influence over the cursed child. Convince her to reject the Atlas, break the centuries-old shackles binding our house, crush Tisiphanes' tyranny under her foot, or simply kill her. I do not care. I'm not going to lie, we are unlikely to become good friends, but House Orcelio values true allies like no other. The true House Orcelio, that is, and not these lunatic zealots of the Regent. To assure you of my sincerity, I shall be the first to extend my hand in a gesture of goodwill, a gratuitous gift to the von Valancius dynasty. You will find it in the rays of Martianus, an emerald clutched in the storm's embrace, head... left, right, and twice forward. Hold up, wait. Hold up, one fucking second. I don't need AI to deal with Word, thank you. Left, okay, so Rogue Trader, Cassia / Orcelio Rise question mark. Left, right, forward. Then, very sorry, Lord Captain. The servants of the Omnicide could no longer restrain the machine spirit's hunger. I hope you're able to see the vid message through to the end. Not quite. That is frustrating, but it is what it is. Alright, Lord Captain, multiple critical systems are failing throughout the vessel. Half the compartments are no longer responding. The ship is falling apart. We request your lordship's presence on the bridge immediately. Turmoil reigns on the bridge, with officers running about frantically tapping the cogitator runes. Operators issuing commands into hissing voxcasters and enforcers brandishing and checking their weapons. Only the master helmsman looks curiously unperturbed. Ravor's ever-scowling face clearly cannot hold any more grim dissatisfaction. I'm glad you made it here in one piece, your lordship. This used to happen on the 4th jump after starting Chapter 4. They pushed it back after not having all that sweet Chapter 4 loot made this a bit rough. Well, we'll find out. Crew is running ship damage control procedures. The situation is recorded in the ship's log as critical. Mistress Sauerbeck and I are temporarily in charge of the bridge. I'm organizing the technical staff while Jocasta musters the enforcers. The Honorable Vox and Infernus Masters have departed for the affected compartments to take charge of their subordinates, but remain present on the Vox line. What the fuck is happening? Furnace Master speaking. There have been several large explosions throughout the ship. A cascading blackout has knocked out lighting, transportation lines, air filtration, and heat control across the entire vessel. Multiple fires detected, and all Furnace Guild forces have been deployed for emergency repairs. We will save the ship, no matter the cost. Right now, we are a blind, unpowered, defenseless, sinking spittoon drifting through the abyss. The total volume of outages was nearly enough to turn us into an adamantine casket. The crew has suffered heavy casualties due to explosive depressurization, loss of air supply to the compartments, multiple fires, and failure in the transportation systems. The numbers are getting worse by the minute. Accident or sabotage? While we do not know this for certain, I am convinced that we have been attacked from within. We are now more vulnerable than ever. Might have been a chain reaction caused by an accidental failure. The ship is old. This sort of thing can happen. But I commend Mr. Sauerbeck's vigilance. It is appropriate at this hour. Where's my retinue? They were in their quarters or carrying out their duties when the incident occurred. Immediately after the emergency meeting, I will summon those you request to the bridge as escorts. There's a high factotum. At the time of the incident, Dan Rock was on the freight line inspecting warehouses. He's not been in contact since. We are assuming the worst. Come up with a plan of action. I've already put together a priority order for the repairs of the critical systems, but many bays have descended into bedlam and riots, making the work difficult. People are terrified and think they're about to die. In addition, some decks have become inaccessible. The trapped crew members' time is running out. Sadly, the optimal survival strategy for the vessel does not include the survival of those poor sods. I'm debating between 1 and 2. Primarily because every time I try to trust the fucking enforcers to do anything, they fuck it up. We'll begin with emergency countermeasures. Here are your orders. During your time in the Navy, you have encountered more than a few critical failures. As a result, you know exactly how to redistribute the system power to help you buy whatever time and resources might be needed to address priority issues. Your plan succeeds, and the ship now stands a better chance of not collapsing into a pile of scrap within the next few hours. You can tell from the officers' voices that they are very glad to be under the command of someone who knows what they are doing. Cool. Save the vessel. All enforcers are on full gear, spread out among the compartments, and maintain discipline at all costs. If anyone dares to distract the Inference Guild from their emergency work, shoot them. Record this order, hand it to the servo skulls, distribute across the decks now. There's been an incident on the flight deck. A mob of voidsmen and laborers, despicable cowards, all are trying to break through to the shuttles. The enforcers are holding them back for now, but the cordon is in danger of being overrun. Looks like you get a second choice there because you're a Navy origin. Seal the bay doors and mind the shuttles. Let them know that I mean to leave them no choice but to carry out their duty in the Emperor's name. Actually, do I want to do that? What am I doing now? I don't know. I got here and my ship fucking exploded. So we're currently trying to deal with that. Again? I know, right? Fuck it, let him go. Let them through, remove the cordon, provide enough oxygen, water, and rations for 8 watches, and nothing else for those traders. Pressure is dropping, the bridge ventilation system is completely busted. Lord Captain, I humbly request that you move to the officer's deck where the emergency headquarters is to be established. The bridge is no longer safe, so I must ask you to hurry while the tech priests are still supplying the elevator with power. My assistants and I will stay here and report on system readings. We have an emergency supply of void suits, so we won't croak right away. Emperor willing. Are you useless people you have in your command? For real. All because I wanted to not fail this side quest that I didn't realize I was going to fail if I went to talk to Calcazar. Perfect. We're all just fine. Elevator fucking crashes down after like 4 fucking floors. What just happened? The elevator shaft has expelled you into the dim of the emergency lights. The smell of promethium and burnt flesh only adds to the nausea, confirming that you have suffered a concussion. Your elbow is twisted in an odd angle and your body is racked with pain, but there's a silver lining to all the agony. It means you are not dead yet. Exalted One, be praised. My heart overflows with delight to see that you two are in one piece. Reset the dislocated elbow. The bone crushes unpleasantly and a sharp pain pierces your arm, but you manage to reset the elbow. It has swollen and still looks worrisome, but at least you can move your arm now. Inspect the elevator wreckage. It is a miracle you have survived. Guide rails lie in a twisted pile over a crown of shattered plasteel. Was equipped with safety devices meant to stop the cabin inside the shaft, but at least half of them have failed. Your fall was no accident. Look around. Smoke and darkness limit your vision, but judging by the stench of rust and unwashed bodies, you are somewhere on the lower decks. You can hear the crackling of flames, groans, screams, and the rumble of falling beams coming from the distance. The disaster has not spared this compartment. Contact the bridge. Unintelligible. Move forward. All right. Hooray! Yeah. Head trauma, crippled arm. Just how big is your ship? Fucking big enough that there's like tens of thousands of people living here. Like living here. To the point where a lot of them have never been planetside. They've only ever lived on the ship. Okay. So we're gonna do this. We're going to get rid of this.
This wound will make a fine scar.
What? Why did you... Hello? You want to, like, actually do the thing that I'm telling you to do? Thank you. There we go. Alright, so we're fine now.
Death has whispered many names, yet when it got to ours, it simply stopped. Not here, not now, not today.
But yeah, because we're too fucking awesome.
Reminds me to light it.
That's right, yep. The worker before you is the same man you saved from the Enforcer earlier. He is badly burnt, but his face is beaming. Blimey if it isn't you, Lord Captain. I heard the elevator fall, so I came to help in case anyone survived. And lo and behold, it's your lordship. What's happening here? Big old accident, everything's on fire, the place is packed with corpses, some burned alive, others choked, not spoke, but we'll save our home ship. Just you wait and see. Following orders to look for anyone badly wounded and provide them with first aid. He hands you a Medicaid kit. Take this, your lordship's health comes first. I'll not forget your help. Emperor keep you. Okay. Game just really doesn't want me to see what's going on in there. Understood. What's over here? Anything? No? Alright. A locomotive enveloped in steam halts at the platform with a low rumble. The hardened emergency workers from the Infernus Guild pour out of the carriages. Upon seeing you, they begin to wave cheerfully and shout. Lord Captain, it's good to see you back in good health. However, battered, the Voxmaster reported that the elevator had collapsed, so I jumped on the first train and headed down here to look for you. Let me give you a lift to a safe place. Don't go in there. You too, emergency man. Don't go where you are going. That path leads to death. It is my job to take the path where death may be prowling, but not this time. The train is the safest and fastest way out of here. Worry not, Mistress Talas. You and the Lord Captain are quite safe with me. Sure, many on this ship would be pleased to be rescued with such daring, but it is only right that the rogue trader should get all the nicest things, is it not? I'm certain that someone tried to kill me. That is fortunate. You are traveling in the company of such big, bad, and furnace repairmen. How do we feel about people harming the Lord Captain in front of us, lads? Besides, we came prepared. You gave us the privilege of bearing arms, and we won't let it go to waste. You know what? Yeah, I'll do that. It's a repairman's hunch, Lord Captain. I find myself drawn to places where nothing is broken yet, but is about to. A shot from a needle pistol misses Heinrich's head by a thread, cutting the elo stick in two. A frail young cultist of the blood-spawn web appears beside you. Don't trust him, I'm sure he's the one betraying you. Domitary cast off the evil hand and holds only betrayal and wrongful death. Heinrich Montag is not human, and he seeks your demise. Your first master pulls the last of the illo stick from his mouth and asks in a low voice, "Have you lost your mind, you damn fanatic?" Take a close look at the repairman. The Inferni look baffled, but the astonishment soon gives way to righteous indignation as huge, burn-covered fists clutch at instruments of murder. But they're not the only instruments. There are shotguns and pistols too, which you generously allowed them the right to carry. Knives and axes, autoguns and grenades. The Inferni went to the rescue mission as if it were a battle. What's your accusation? You are being hunted, Domitary, driven like prey toward the hunter. He is the hunter. Skinny young man who ceased to be a boy only yesterday carries himself with detachment and surprising dignity. The Vizier said that he must die and that you must live. I understand that the situation is critical, but damn it, I'm a senior officer on this ship, as much as I hate to remind you, and you are a little mutineer who almost put a hole in my head. You have any proof of treason? The Vizier has divined the truth. The young man looks at Heinrich with haughty reproach. Oh, well, since the Vizier has overdosed on stimulants and discovered the truth, by all means, Lord Captain, go ahead and arrest me. Take my head. It was revealed to me in a dream. True, but I will say this. The dreams of the Vizier have actually been shown to not just be dreams. Carrying a lot of weapons there. After all these years of not being allowed to carry anything heavier than a wrench, I suppose you could say we're overcompensating. Perhaps you can get off the train so we can figure this out. Spits at his feet in frustration. You fanatics are always meddling in the wrong business. First the trick with the bloodbath, and now this. We were so close. The gun leaps into his hand and points at you. Shot rings out, the whistling hits your ears, but the bullet was evidently meant for the young spinner, now writhing on the ground. Throw your weapon without a word. Heinrich takes out a new illo stick, lights it from his cutter, and blows out the smoke with a heavy sigh. Things would be a lot easier if you had just crashed in the elevator or climbed into the train. I wish you too could hear the sire's song in your dreams and await the many-armed emperor, but the harvest season has come, and you must be reaped. You must die so that we may live. I'm sorry, Terry. Farewell. Oh no, a bunch of people that are low-level enemies that I'm going to murder very quickly. Oh. Okay, well, we've been ambushed.
Don't get too cocky.
The Sire's song guides me.
Alright, so we're gonna move the bird here. That was don't go so well when you have an ability for always go first. I know, right? Alright, so we're gonna do this, 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 this. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
What?
Will do.
Wait. Wait, hold up. Why am I taking damage from these? You could dodge these, can't you? Can't you dodge chain lightning? No? Oh, fuck. I thought you could. So this right here, the excellence, you can't dodge chain lightning or make a save against. Okay. So yeah, I have this ability now, and I was like, oh, cool. I never have to worry about taking damage from chain lightning ever again. Hooray! And then that ended up not being a thing. It's a bonus to weapon and ballistic skill equal to the sum of all living allies' perception bonus before any modifiers are applied. Yeah. How much health do you... So you're like almost at half at this point? He's like 5 health. No, he's like 7 health away from being below half. That sucks that I wasn't able to get him down. But, alright. I mean, we're just gonna... Abelard. Wait, which one? Okay, so we do have... Alright. Wait, what do you mean, no suitable path to reach the target? Excuse me? For fucking what purpose are you... How can I not? Whatever.
Tell me.
Wait, why can't I do this?
How about no? Me?
Because I haven't used that yet.
Sectors.
What?
No.
What do you mean? Oh, because... Okay. Wait, what's this do again? Oh shit, I didn't do this. Who's next? Oh, Adira's next. What's this do? Oh. We could do this. What do you mean no line of sight to the target? Okay, so we got 90. Yo, dodge 500 attacks. All right, I'm gonna skip him. Okay, so we're gonna actually take a look at this. What do you mean? 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 It's still 0. What is my lethality? Oh, I can't. Okay. You are unharmed, Doman. The temple, the vizier is waiting. He can help. Let me take you. I wish to know the name of my rescuer. Spinner Giorik. I have not yet done my duty. Go to the temple. It is safe there. I literally have a healer right here. Dodge 500 attacks achievement. I had to get it in a single fight because at one point it wasn't tracking the number if you loaded a save or closed the game. Ugh. That's disgusting. Examine. Shooting to kill and a perfectly aimed shot has torn the young man's lung to shreds. It is a wonder he's not choked in his own blood already. I'm afraid you're no longer a fighter. Leave the enemies to me. I'll be glad. With my weapon, the Doman does the threads. With the traders. Yo, wait, what is ritual cut? Deals double damage with the target's dodge against his attack and increases by 50%. Ooh. Oh, it's a two-handed. Mark myself as Tervantius goods. with a 20 rate of fire autocannons and play Dance Dance Revolution for 42 combat rounds. That's funny. You know what about what is happening? Mutiny, yes, the aberration of the ravenous star. Inhumans, the Vizeros explain. Trust no one. Get you to healer. No need to. Waste time. Must. Nope. You render first aid as competently as an experienced chirurgeon. The spitter will survive for a while longer, but he still needs proper treatment. Stop him from dying of blood loss. Take me to the temple. Alright, so that 100%... By the way, we also just leveled up. That 1000% was enough XP to level up. Okay, so let's go to combat. So lethality. Okay, so I had 250 lethality. And this does what again? Lethality over 10 rounded down bonus to direct damage. So that's 25. What was I thinking about replacing it with? I can't even remember. One of these. Oh, I think it was this, right? Wait. This boosts my lethality even further. I think I actually get rid of metronome for this. I think I get rid of metronome for this. Finally. I've been using metronome for like the entire fucking game. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to call it here. It is now 10 o'clock, and I do actually have to work tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna have to call it here. So this is the final week of the weirdness. So the schedule for next week is going to still be the same, because my schedule next week is the normal one where I have Sunday and Monday off work, and I am working Tuesday through Saturday again. So next week, we're gonna be doing 2 games, and only 2 games. We're not doing 3 games anymore. We're doing 2 games. We're gonna be doing Final Fantasy IX Tuesday and Wednesday. It is my favorite Final Fantasy game. It is the one that I consider to be the best. 9 and 10 are pretty close to me in terms of favorites, but I think 9 edges it out very slightly. So Final Fantasy IX on Tuesday, Wednesday, no stream Thursday, Friday, Saturday, more Rogue Trader. So we'll be doing this. We continue with this, talking to the Vizier next Friday. But yeah. Before I go though, if you're on YouTube or wait, let me do this again. If you're on YouTube, you haven't done and you have not done so already, if you want to hit that subscribe button, it'd be very much appreciated. If you are on Kick or Rumble, you want to hit that follow button. That is also very much appreciated. If you're on Kick and YouTube and you have not done so, hit that like button. It's good stuff. And if you're on any of these things and you would like to do even more than that and financially support the stream, I do have paid subscriptions available on Kick and Rumble, and I do have links to my Patreon and my Throne in the descriptions on Rumble and YouTube. But regardless of whether or not you do any of those things, I appreciate you as always just for being here. And as always, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a good evening, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!